Hi, thanks very much for purchasing the pre-recorded packages that I've put together for you guys. I really do appreciate your support. So today's will just be a shorter session, actually, around about 20 minutes, and this is designed maybe to fit in before you start work in the morning, maybe when you get home, perhaps just before bed, or maybe if you want a little bit of a break from your screen. So the only thing that you need for this is if you've got a yoga strap, then do grab it. If not, a belt will do, or the belt for your dressing gown will do well. So anything like that, if you want to grab hold of for the practice, that'll be great. So we're just going to start by doing some cleansing breaths together. What we're going to do is inhale for the count of 7. We're going to hold at the peak just for a couple of seconds, and then we're going to exhale slowly through the mouth. This is going to feel like a nice cleansing release. Okay, allow the body to soften and the mind to soften as we do this. So together we're going to lift the chest, shoulder comes back. Let's in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold, and out. And again in. So we do this 3 more times. In for 7, hold, and then exhale through the mouth. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold. Exhale. 2 more times. In, and hold, and out. Last time. We're starting the flow now, so you can just take the breath a little bit deeper than usual, be a bit more mindful with it, work the use-your breath in if you want to. I'll leave it up to you. So we're going to start by taking the left fingertips down to the ground. We're going to lift up through our right arm, trying to take it up and over the ear, stretching the chest, stretching out through the shoulders, and swapping over sides. So then swooping your way round, the right fingertips come to the ground, we lift up, come up and over, and down. Lifting up, coming through again, opening the chest, and down. Few more times. Lifting the chest, extending the spine as you come up, rolling forward, lift and open. A couple more times each side. Last time, swooping down, lifting, opening up. And last time. And gently bringing ourselves back through centre. So this is where I want you to grab hold of your strap now. So taking it quite wide, we're going to try and keep the arms straight, and we're going to lift it up over our heads and then behind us. Okay, so not everyone will have this full range of motion, and please don't worry if you don't. So it might be that you lift up and maybe about here is as far as you're going to get, and that's fine. Just breathe into that stretch and then rolling back forward again. So if you aren't managing to go all the way around, you may want to narrow the space that you're holding on to with the rope and making that same movement here. So the smaller the rope, the tighter and more difficult it's going to be. So it shouldn't hurt. You should continue to breathe through it, and if you find yourself holding your breath, maybe loosen off a little bit, giving yourself a little bit of a break. So up, behind, and up and over. So we want to keep the arms level as we do this, and the arms straight, as I said. So not going too fast, just mindfully up and behind. Again, not straining to go further than your body is able to right now. So if it's here, then enjoy here. A few more times. Last couple. And releasing down. Taking our hands onto our shoulders, doing a couple of shoulder rolls now. So bring our shoulders all the way up, arms down, rolling round. So lift up to the ears, rolling backwards. Up and back we go. A few more times. So do go at your own pace with this. I always say there is just a nice little spot sometimes you may just want to take a little bit more attention on as you roll round. And then rolling forward. Nice couple of times. Wonderful. Taking hands into prayer. Really stretch it from the hips all the way to the fingertips. And then bring in the arms down. Let's find our way onto our hands and our knees now. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow. So stacking ourselves in our tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over the knees. Let's inhale, move into our cow. So the head comes up, the tailbone comes up, pressing the chest through the arms. Exhale, curling round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, curl round. And just bringing yourself to neutral. So we're going to do a few more of those. We're going to add in a little bit of movement if you want to. We can stay static if you prefer. But if you want, we're going to inhale and bring our body forward. And then exhale into our cat, rolling and just pulling back slightly. Inhale back through the arms. And exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Last time. Into our cow. And exhale. Into our cat. Moving ourselves back to neutral. So we're going to start padding through the hands a little bit now. So from the heel, lifting up. And then turning the fingers outwards, doing the same thing. And then hands, fingers pointing towards our body. So this one's a little bit more difficult. Don't worry if they don't come round quite as far as mine are doing. Just work with what we've got. And then we're going to work our way back round. And then bring our fingers so they're pointing towards each other now. So we're going to flip our hands over, so on the back of our hands, and then try and stack the shoulders over the wrists. So some of you may not be able to straighten the arms completely, and don't worry if that's the case. So you should feel a reasonably strong stretch now through the wrists. Keep breathing. And gently release. And we're going to sit back onto our heels. You can tuck the toes if you prefer, taking the hands out in front of us, rolling the arms a few times one way, and then rolling the hands back the other. So make sure we keep swapping over our sides. You can stay here just for a moment or two longer. Perfect. Pressing the hands down, making some star shapes with the fingers. And then finding our way into downward dog. So tucking the toes, lifting ourselves up. Taking a little bit of movement now through the feet. So we're going to walk the legs a little bit, bend the knees. And we twist out through the body. Walking our feet forward now to the front of the mat, coming into ragdoll, so holding the elbows. Make sure everything's heavy, so we're not looking up. I'll talk you through what you need to do, so don't worry about looking at the screen. Taking a little sway, so holding onto the elbows, taking the gaze between the legs. connecting back with the breath for a second. And then curling now, gently up, gently up, gently up, all the way up through the fingertips. Hands down by our side. So coming to the front of the mat now, we're going to work through a few salutation variations. So standing up strong in our mountain pose first, ribs in, hips in, fingers pressed down by our sides. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, taking the hands onto the shin. That's working for you. Stepping back with the right leg, we're going to come into a high lunge, a crescent lunge, and taking our hands into prayer here. Just settle. I'm going to lift it through the arms. We're going to work through some arm circles now. So rolling our arms back, lifting it back and up, rolling back and up. So staying here now, dropping the back knee and then taking our weight forward into a low lunge. Make sure the shoulders roll away from the ears and the gaze is slightly upwards, weight moving forward. Hands come down, downward facing dog, treading back, moving through those legs again. Stepping forward to the front of the mat, we're going to inhale halfway, exhale forward, inhale gently rising up again, taking the gaze to follow hands, and then exhale, diving all the way back down. Same on the other side. Inhale, lift halfway, stepping back with the left, finding that high crescent lunge to start, so the back leg is straight, we're hooked on the toes, palms pressing towards each other. We're just going to settle for a second here. Taking the arms up, and now we're going to do the forward shoulder rolls. So bring our arms front, rolling, and one more time. Taking our hands up, dropping the back knee and weight, sinking forward into that low lunge. Hands down, stepping back to down dog, adjusting the feet as you need, making some movements if you want. Stepping or walking forward to the front of the mat, we're going to inhale halfway, exhale to fold, inhale all the way up, and bound down by your side. So we can do the same thing again. So coming back to the front of the mat, standing strong, inhale, exhale forward fold, inhale lift halfway, fingertips to floor, hands to the shin, stepping back with the right leg now, high lunge again, strong. Let's take a breath or two here. Arms come up, rolling backwards now, taking the arms back, making full circles. 2, 3, leaving our arms up, dropping the back knee, taking the weight forward. Hands come down, downward dog. Shoulders roll from the ears, chest pressing towards the thighs. Inhale, exhale. Stepping or walking forward. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Gently lifting to rise up and diving straight back down again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stepping back, left leg this time. So hands into prayer to start, hooking the back toes. Just center yourself to begin. Lifting our arms up. We're going to do the forward arm circles now. So bringing them down, rolling back. So it's 1, Forward again. 2. One more time. 3. Leaving it up there, dropping the back knee, weight forward, coming into that low lunge again. Gaze slightly up. Hands come down, downward facing dog. Stepping or walking forward, inhale halfway, forward fold, gently rising up, hands down, right side. So we're going to come into a standing pose now. So it's a bit of a variation on tree pose. So rooting down through the left, we're going to lift up through the right, we're going to hold on to the shin. So squeezing it up and in, standing strong and straight. So grab hold of a bit of furniture if the balance is tough. So keeping hold of the hand, keeping hold of the knee, we're then going to take the knee outwards, staying strong and tall through the body. Moving back to centre, dropping down, lifting our arms up, and back down. Other side, root the right, lift the left. Holding onto the shin to start. So just find your balance, get your steadiness, and then keeping hold of the knee or the shin, we're going to take that knee out now towards the left, holding on to the waist with the opposite hand. Rolling forward, dropping our feet down, lifting up with the arms, and back down by our sides. Bringing our feet now reasonable distance apart. We're going to turn the feet outwards. We're going to come into a goddess. Looks a bit more like a sumo squat. We're going to take our hands into prayer, dropping ourselves down. So you want to make sure, if I just come onto the side, we want to bring our thighs parallel to the ground. So avoid moving forward too much. Try and imagine you're sitting down on a box here. So you're meant to feel it, okay? So lifting up onto the right balls of the feet, lifting up through the right heels. Make sure we settle back down with the hips if you found yourself rising up, dropping down, lifting up on the other side. And dropping down. Same again. And dropping down, and the other one. And dropping down. Inhale, raise the arms up, staying in our squat, and then we're going to hinge at the hips, moving forward. So the gaze is tracking forward as well along the length of the arms. We're going to inhale, everything straight, and now arms come up. And come back into that lunge now. So the knees come down, we're going to hinge at the hips. Lifting ourselves all the way up, hands into prayer, bringing the feet a little bit closer together now. So we're going to come into what we call a balasana pose. So it's a low squat, so listen to your knees. We're going to go as far as our body's going to let us. So gently guiding yourself down, stop where you need to, but we're going to try and work our way all the way down here if we can, adjusting the feet if you need. So as always, we're going to avoid crushing ourselves forward like this, so the knees press it. The elbows press into the knees, we open the chest, palms together. If you feel nice here, then maybe you have a little sway side to side. If not, we're here. Use the breath. Enjoy the journey. So wherever we are here, we're going to take our hands down, stepping back into plank pose. Bringing ourselves all the way onto our belly. So come to the knees first if you want, guide yourself down. Coming into a sphinx pose, so forearms either side of the mat, head is down. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back. So pressing the hips into the ground, forearms into the ground, projecting the heart forward. Don't pull back too far with the head. to hurt the neck. Just keeping our gaze moving forward. And gently releasing. Find our way into child's pose, so opening the knees, dropping yourself back. So if you prefer here, you can bring the knees together with your child's pose, bringing your body over. It's entirely up to you. For some of you, you may want to take the knees even wider. And coming into a bit of a side stretch now. So lifting yourself up ever so slightly, and we're going to walk our hands over towards the right. Press out through the left fingertips and pull back with the left hip. Finding that stretch all the way down the side of the body. So pressing out through the left fingertips, pulling back with the left hip. Gently releasing. Let's work our way around to the other side. So pressing out through the right fingertips, pulling back with the right hip. Lifting it back through centre, bringing the knees in slightly, tucking the toes, finding a downward dog. Adjusting our hands, adjusting the feet so the fingers are spread wide. And gently bringing ourselves onto the floor. So you can cross the feet underneath you or come onto the knees, it's up to you. Taking the hands over the knees. So slow the breath. Keeping the spine long, hands over the knees. Just close your eyes for a moment or two. So we're ending the class slightly differently today. We're going to slow everything down, getting ready for our final Shavasana. But we're going to say our Namastes here. So I can leave you then to enjoy Shavasana as long as you like. If your body needs a rest, just allow yourself to lay here. So hands at prayer at the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Namaste to you. Finding our way onto the mat now. So extending the legs if you want. Rolling onto the back. Settling ourselves. Bending the knees. Feet together, legs are long. Just going to take another couple of breaths like we did at the beginning of the class. So in for 7, hold, and out through the mouth. So let's in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold, and out. One more time in and hold and out. Surrendering now into the mat. Surrendering to our final pose, to our Shavasana.